Luigi's Mansion 2 is a game I have a lot of fond memories with. I remember it being one of the first games I'd followed news online for, and it was the game that got me into the Luigi's Mansion series. However, upon replaying it, I definitely liked it better as a kid. Now, it's not a bad game. It has some neat ideas, such as having different mansions to explore. I think the mansions are generally well designed and have good theming. The new poltergust mechanic works well, making ghosts catching strategic as you figure out how to finish on a full charge, giving you a few gold bars, which loops well into the ranking system and upgrades. I thought the humour and ghost designs were actually good. I had a fair few laughs throughout the game, and the ghost designs fit well with the game too. Especially in this port, their colours really do pop. The music is great, some really catchy tunes here. However, the game does have its number of issues. Well, mainly one big issue, and that's the repetition. Now, for the record, I think every Luigi's Mansion game suffers from this at some point. However, with the first game, it was short enough to the point where by the time it got repetitive, it was finished. And with the third game, I feel like it had enough substance to it, like mechanics, set pieces, and actual puzzles, to at least keep you engaged throughout. But the second game doesn't really have anything to stop the monotony, as the entire game is designed around a flawed premise. That premise being the game is mission based. This not only means the game is linear, as most of the time it just feels like you're going through the motions, but also meaning you get pulled out of the mansion every time you finish a mission, meaning every mission begins and ends the exact same. Not only that, but the missions themselves are just really uninspired most of the time, following a structure of explore above the mansion, you find you need a special key to progress, you find the special key, it gets stolen, you get the special key back, and then you fight the boss. It just gets boring, and by the time I was at the last mention, I was just rushing to get to the end of the game. The game would be so much better if we could just explore these mansions freely like the other games. Now, a problem with this port specifically is that I did notice some technical issues. Sound and music not playing when they're supposed to or not supposed to, animation errors like ghosts sliding onto the screen into their spawn point, the EGAD cutscene models just stop moving and generally look ugly, and the three sister ghosts in the vault have no animation for some reason. So yeah, not a perfect port. I mean, it's my preferred version because it's on a bigger screen and you get to play with an actual controller, but it definitely was made on the cheap, definitely not worth the price they were asking, which is unfortunate because the game can look nice and sound nice, but half the time it just looks cheap, looks and sound cheap. The bosses are okay, I guess. Some are good, some not, it's just how it is. The plot isn't great either, the premise is fine, but EGAD and Luigi are just really dumb in this game. Like, yeah, I know it's a kids game and all, but kids deserve better than this. Like, yes, that is Mario, we know it's Mario, why are they not catching on? Of course it's King Boo, who else would be behind all this? The multiplayer, from what I remember anyway, is fine enough. It can be fun, but most of the time you get put in a room with people who don't know what they're doing and you can't usually advance that far. Overall, Luigi Mansion 2 HD is a fine game. It's not terrible, I still mostly had fun with it. It's just that by the middle you've seen all the game has to offer really. And this port in particular was definitely done on the cheap. Really, it just comes down to whether you want to play with an actual controller or, well, not, if you want to play on a smaller 3DS screen or on a bigger screen on your TV or something. But again, I'll always be thankful for the game. It's the one that got me into the series, and I do generally like the series overall. You know, it's got, Luigi Mansion 1 and 3 are some of my favourite games of all time, and I'll always be, thankful for that. But getting older, yeah, I see why this game was so divisive now. But yeah, that was my review of Luigi Mansion 2 HD. What did you think of the game? Did you think it was any good? Did you think it was bad? Or did you just think it was okay? Feel free to discuss in the comments and I'll definitely reply. I will see you guys later.